My full name is Crosby Shay Pennington. My first name was my great grandmother's maiden name, and my middle name is my other great grandma's maiden name. I only have one nickname that's been pretty consistent throughout my entire life, and it's the only person that calls me that is my mom, and she always calls me Pistol. And I'm not quite sure how it started because clearly those two things, my name and the word pistol, are not related. So I have two sisters. My youngest sister's name is Alden Lee Pennington. The middle sister's name is Nell Adair Pennington. We can go from 0 to 60 at the drop of a pin or at the drop of a hat, and I can be crying because I'm laughing so hard. And I feel like that's something that's more important than necessarily the specific stories. Both my parents went to KU, so that was a little bit of a drop, but at the end of the day, I knew that here was familiar. And I don't know whether here was familiar because I used to live in Lawrence and we still have friends here and family in Kansas City and things like that, or whether something just clicked here that didn't click anywhere else. My path to KU was weird because I visited as a as a high school junior and senior. I visited everywhere, and I mean literally everywhere. I visited everywhere in Colorado, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, Missouri. I looked at Arkansas, I looked at Nebraska, I looked everywhere. And at the end of the day, when it came down to it, I kept comparing all the other schools to the school spirit that we have here. It's been bittersweet, but I think the thing that's most scary is that I don't want to go into advertising and marketing, which is the two main fields of work in my area of study. And so I think it's kind of blazing my own path and trying to figure out where that takes me.